Hey everybody, Eric Songer here with you. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays everybody. This is our Chaska Middle School West, What's Happening in the Chaska Middle School West Band Department Weekly Podcast for December 28th, 2018. And I just want to start out today by just saying thank you so much to everybody who has helped me through and helped the Ford family through the loss of our music colleague, Mrs. Gina Ford. I know on my last podcast I spoke about this a little bit, but a lot has happened in the last week since the last time I came to you. First of all, I want to thank all the students who showed up for the 5K run walk tribute in the Athletic Dome on Wednesday, December 19th. And we had a great turnout of band and orchestra students who performed Christmas music as staff from Middle School West, Middle School East, and Pioneer Ridge, and even some of the other schools did a 5K run or walk before school that morning. And then I also want to thank all of you who went out to the benefit concert on Thursday, December 20th at Chaska High School. It was a wonderful concert put together mainly by two groups of students. A group of freshmen that went to Middle School West last year and are now at Chaska and Chan High School, headed up by freshman Blake Dewey. And then the rock band, Distant Edge, which is a group of seniors who also are split between Chaska and Chan High School. All of them went to Middle School West, and that group consists of Nolan Lashevsky, Nate Erickson, Sam Swanson, Aaron Iden, and Jamal Fisher. And I just want to thank both those groups of students, and then all the students who performed in the jazz band, in the choir, and the orchestra, and made just a really nice concert for the Ford family that evening. And between those two events and the orchestra concert last Tuesday night and our band concert, I don't have all the math here, but I know we've raised well over $10,000 for the Ford family to help offset costs, medical costs, and other various things, funeral costs. So we just really are grateful for everyone for coming together as a community. And it's such a heartbreaking situation. Mrs. Ford was 44 years old. She had two young kids and three older stepkids. And her husband, Mark, is just a wonderful, wonderful person. And our prayers, our hearts go out to them. Our love goes out to them. And it's just, it's amazing to watch community come around people during these times. And it's also, I think it says something about music and how music plays a role in helping us deal with grief, helps us express our emotion and how we feel. I know for me, sometimes it's hard to put into words as I'm stumbling over them right now, but music is a much easier way for me to express how I feel. And so it's just, again, it's just really, really amazing and touching how people come together. So thank you, all the students who participated, who came to the events, parents, family, community members that came to these events and that have helped out Mrs. Ford and her family, and we really appreciate it. So I also want to move on right now and just thank all of the wonderful sixth graders at CMSW for caroling this past week. It was very fun to go through the hallways and through the classrooms and play music. I think one of my favorite moments was watching the percussionists try to play Jingle Bells as they're rolling marimbas and xylophones down the hallway. That was pretty cool. Another moment was watching probably about 40, I didn't count them, I think we had close to 40 clarinet players, maybe over 40 clarinet players caroling together through the hallways. That was just crazy. So very cool to spread some holiday spirit. And I also want to give a huge thanks and shout out to my colleague Maggie Zidell, and also Judy Shallow, not only for helping so much during the time when Mrs. Ford's been not unable to teach with orchestra, but also filling in for me this past week as I've been in Florida. So really nice of you two. You're awesome people to work with. So anyway, so it's winter break as I'm doing this right now, and it's a wonderful time to relax. I want to just, I'm not going to be doing a podcast again until, well, right now it's a Friday, so it'll probably be a week from now anyway. So not much school going on between now and then, but there are a couple things I want to go through that are important to know here as we approach this short week and the month of January, which has some really mega events, which are really cool, which I'll address here in just a minute. First of all, the 3-day week coming up, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, January 2nd through the 4th, will all be 7-period days. The Wednesday and Friday will be A days, and the Thursday will be a B day. As far as band lessons, we'll be taking students out of band, Ms. Idell and me, to listen to playing tests and help students with playing tests during band. And then the actual lessons that we have this week, we're going to be doing the bassoon, oboe, tuba lesson, and the jazz saxes, as well as Maddie working on saxophone, and we'll be doing that during 6th hour on Wednesday. And then 6th hour on Friday, we'll be doing the improv and songwriting lessons, and we'll also be doing the first-year brass and woodwind lessons. Those will be the only lessons outside of band this week. We will not be doing the guitar or jazz piano or the drum set or the bass. So unfortunately, we won't have time to do those, but we'll get those other ones in this week. There's also no wind times this week either, so no wind time lessons. Some stuff coming up, permission slips for the 8th graders. We're supposed to be in by this past Friday to go to Eau Claire in May. We'll still take those. We just wanted those in so we can get some numbers. So if you didn't turn it in, get that turned in, even if you don't have the $70 yet. That's not as vital right now. We just need to know if you're planning on going so we can make the proper accommodations for that trip. So there's that. And then also, in fact, I'm going to make a little note to myself that we need to do that. So quick little note. And then the playing test, or actually before I get to the playing test, there is a 7th grade assignment that's due on Friday, January 4th. That's the take-home assignment, where you play a song out of your Blue Festival Solos book for mom or dad, make a program, turn it in. You don't need to record it. If you need more information, it's on Google Classroom on how to do that. The program just consists of your name, song title, date, a little 2 or 3 sentence statement on how you played, a picture of you with your instrument, and a parent signature. You just turn that in either on Classroom or a hard copy of it by Friday, January 4th. So if you haven't done that yet, it'd be a good time to do it over the rest of this winter break that we have right now. Also, we have the playing test coming up on Friday, January 18th. And I'm not going to go through all the playing test assignment for each grade right now, but you can look back at last week's podcast or the week before. I went through all that. You can also look on Google Classroom where it lists all the playing test songs. It's also on the school website. So, or you can just send me an email if you're not sure of what you're supposed to do. There's a meets assessment, and then if you want to get an extends, you can go above and beyond and do that too. And those playing tests can be recorded or they can be played in person, whichever way you want to do it. So, and if you record it, you can send it to me on Google Classroom or Ms. Idell. You can also email it to one of us, or you can also, if you'd like, text it. And some of you have my number. It's 612-669-3506, and you can send that to me. All right, so there's all those options. Talent show. There are a lot of things related to the talent show, and I just sent an email out today to all 8th grade band members telling you what your commitment is and responsibilities are depending on what committee you're on. And so check out that email that I sent via your parents. And then we'll also be going through it in band this week. I will go through some of it right now, just so you have dates and times kind of in your head. If you are a host in the rhythm section, if you are a tech crew person or a stage crew person, stagehands, you need to be at Chaska High School Auditorium on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, January 8th, 10th, and 11th from 6 to 9 p.m. So that's really important that you are there for all 3 of those. If you can't make one of those, let me know as soon as you can. It's not a make or break if you can't do one of the 2 rehearsals. But if you can't be at either rehearsal, and obviously if you can't be at the show, you're going to need to choose a different committee. So hopefully host and rhythm section, we got that all worked out. But tech crew, stage crew, let me know if that's an issue. Again, if it's just one of those rehearsals or part of one of those rehearsals, we should be fine. So there's that. If you are an usher, you need to be at Chaska High School from 6 until about 7:15 p.m. on Friday, January 11th. If you are on cleanup crew, you need to be at Chaska High School at 9 p.m. on Friday, January 11th. Meet me at the stage. We'll load up my car, get that loaded by about 10, and then we'll get rides. Hopefully, we can carpool over to CMSW and unload everything. And rumor has it there might be some pizza awaiting us. And we'll probably go till about 11 p.m. on January 11th. If you are a ticket seller, you have two options. You can sell tickets during one or two lunch shifts on Wednesday, January 9th through Friday, January 11th, and we'll do a sign up for that in band this next week. Or you can sell tickets at the show from 6 until 7:15 p.m. at the, Chaska High School right outside the auditorium. So you get to choose there if you're doing tickets. Photo and video people, you need to be at Chaska High School from 6 to 9 p.m. on the night of the show, January 11th. And if you are a photo person, video person, stage crew, tech crew, you should wear dark clothing for the show on Friday night. Program people, I need the program by Friday, January 4th in a Word document or a Google Doc, your choice. And so I need that by the 4th so I can get copies of that if you're doing the program. If you're doing publicity, you need to see me on this next week in band, and I will give you some information where you're going to go around to advisories again and talk to advisories about the show and promote the show, and also help me hang up some signs around the school letting kids know the show is coming. We might even do a couple short blurbs on the morning show too. So audition people, you're done. You have no more jobs to do, so you are all good to go. And then if you are in the garage band, jazz band, or country band, you need to be at the rehearsal on Thursday, January 10th, and then at the show on Friday, January 11th. And there's some exact times for you to be there that we'll go through in rehearsal, and was also sent in the email today, and actually was sent in an email a couple weeks ago too on exact times for those groups. So I think I got everybody. If I didn't, I apologize, but that is what we're looking at for the talent show. Now, the talent show is on Friday, January 11th at 7 p.m., Chaska High School Auditorium. And if you are in the 8th grade band or you're performing in the show in any capacity, you get into the show for free. Everybody else, it costs $7. That includes parents. The one exception is kids who are younger than middle school age. But this is our one fundraiser that we do every year for our band department. So it's $7. You can get tickets, like I said, at the door, or you can get them at lunch in advance. We do not do online ticket sales for the talent show. So you have those couple options to get tickets. So your choice on that. And again, if you have any questions about the talent show, feel free to email me, text me, let me know if you have any questions on that. So, but we're very excited. This is the 14th annual talent show. On our next podcast, I'll have some more information on the history of the show and some fun information to share. I'm really looking forward to this year. We have 6 wonderful hosts. I'll just list them off for you. Natalie Bartles. By the way, 3 of them are younger siblings of past hosts like Natalie Bartles and Maddie Zaski and Riley Wright. All of them had an older sibling at one time host the show. So that's really cool. I don't think we've ever had a sibling host the show before, and now we have 3. And along with those 3 wonderful kids, we also have Lacey Dalkey and Katie Duran and Alex Snodgrass. So those are the 6 hosts this year, and I'm really looking forward. They have some great ideas, and that's going to be a great theme this year. So I'm really looking forward to that. All right, I'm going to move on. After school schedule, 3-day week this week. So no after school things going on Wednesday. We have 7th and 8th grade jazz band on Thursday and garage band on Friday. So that's coming up on this short week. Working out the DJ schedule again, and hopefully we'll get DJs back going on a regular basis starting the week of January 7th. So looking forward to that happening. Like I said, there are no win times this week. I do have some really exciting news that we're going to start with some 6th grade win times. Actually, not necessarily during win time, but some 6th grade ensembles, and that will be starting up 2nd semester. So more information on that coming soon, 6th graders. Looking ahead to later in January and even into February, 2 really cool events coming up. 7th and 8th grade band members participate in the District Band Festival, which will be on Tuesday, January 29th. The kids going to Chan High School will get to go to Chan High School the first half of that day. And then the kids going to Chaska High School will get to go to Chaska High School the second half of that day. And the kids will get a chance to rehearse and perform a song with 7th and 8th graders from Pioneer Ridge and East who are also going to their high school. And they're also going to get a chance to hear the high school concert bands play for them, and also get to meet the high school band director and hang out. So it should be a really fun half day. Kids will be back or not leave before lunch, depending on which school you're going to. So lunch will still happen at CMSW. And it should be a really fun day for that. And then also the Rocket concert is coming up on Friday, February 1st, and that will be at CMS West at 7:30 p.m. That's part of our Pennies for Patients charity drive, where we raise money for childhood cancers. And this year the garage bands, country bands, maybe a couple DJs, some dancers will all be performing. We have some new effects and some new technology that will be taking place at this year's concert. So I'm really looking forward to how that's going to look this year in our gym. So check it out on Friday, February 1st is our Rocket concert. Lots of cool information. I'll kind of fly through some of this stuff even though it's really cool. A huge congrats again to Gordy Moline for making the State Honor Jazz Band. He's the one drummer in the state of Minnesota who made the State Honor Jazz Band, so that's super cool for Gordy. They'll be performing a couple times, most notably on Friday, February 15th at the Minneapolis Convention Center at 10:30 in the morning as part of the Minnesota State Music Education Conference. And the Regional Honor Band, we nominated several students for doing that in Mankato in February. We should be finding out very soon. So congrats to Sabrina, Anna, Max, Hope, Audrey, Abby, Keegan, and Jennifer for being nominated for that. Another honor band we have coming up also on Friday, February 1st is the UW-Eau Claire Middle School Honor Band Festival. And we have 3 kids going to that, all 7th graders. So congrats to Kyle O'Connor, Lucas Eigel, and Tegan Gorky for all making that. We nominated several students for the Tri-State Honor Band in Decorah, Iowa on Saturday, March 2nd, and we should know about that also fairly soon, sometime in January. So congrats to Hope, Audrey, Abby, Olivia, Justine, Josiah, Rogine, Caitlin, Karina, and Lily for being nominated for that band. And then we'll also be finding out probably sometime in February if any of our 4 kids who auditioned for the State Honor Band made the band. So congratulations to the 4 kids who auditioned for that, Amanda, Aaron, Sabrina, and Keegan. So another shout out to the District 112 Foundation for giving us a huge grant and giving us an early Christmas at CMSW. Really excited to show off some of the cool gifts that we have. I should have brought some down here. I actually have them here at home over a break, learning how to use some of the stuff. You can follow me on Twitter, by the way, at CMSW Band or at Eric Songer. And also Google Classroom has a ton of information, especially these playing tests and assignments that are due. Make sure you check that out on Google Classroom. Band lesson schedule is on there as well for the month of January. Remind if you want to get texts about what's going on, you can sign up by sending to the number 81010 the message at symbol 18band6, at 18band7, or at 18band8, depending on grade level. School website has a bunch of information as well, and right here, Mr. Songer's channel, my YouTube channel, you can check out podcasts each and every week. So, all right, I think that's all I got for you. I'm kind of losing my voice. I don't talk very much when I'm not teaching. So I always worry about the first day back from break because usually by third hour I can't talk very much anymore. So I'm feeling that right now actually just from talking for about 20 minutes here. So all right, so thank you so much. Happy New Year, everybody. I'm so grateful for what I get to do and working with these kids and working in education and working at District 112 and CMSW. I'm very fortunate. And I have one more very cool announcement. We have a brand new orchestra director that will be starting up sometime in January. I actually forget her last name right now, but her first name is Mari. She's a super, super cool person. I've had a chance to, I was on the interview committee and also had a chance to chat with her a little bit when she was visiting the week before break. And she knows her stuff. She's going to be a wonderful orchestra and band lesson teacher in our school. So I'm really looking forward to that. So congratulations to her and looking forward to all the students in orchestra that are going to have somebody who can lead them the rest of the way this year. So, all right. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great new year. Hey, we'll see you 2019.